Hey parents, if you're ready to get your personal time back during your child's naps instead of rushing through all the chores, then keep watching because I'm going to go through the 3 tips to get all your chores done while your child is awake. Make sure you stay tuned to the end for my number 1 tip. Hi, my name is Sabrina, and I'm the creator of Help Little Humans. I help parents navigate parenthood and help foster the natural independence inside their children. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so that way you're always notified when new videos come out. I too used to do the nap time rush, rushing through the house, trying to get all the chores done before my child woke up, and that just left me feeling exhausted and defeated and never had any time for myself. And I had to figure out a way to stop doing this during his naps out of pure necessity because I work from home as a corporate job and I need to be able to work during his naps. So if I'm working during his naps, then when am I supposed to get any of the chores of the house done? So I figured out a way to actually work with my child during the day to get all the chores done. And this not only allowed us to get everything done in the house, but it also led to fewer tantrums and more peaceful days with my child because we were working together and it gave him something to do instead of us trying to figure it out or having him watch more screen time so he can get all the things done. First thing you need to do is set up the environment. Imagine you are in a wheelchair and you live in a home where everything is on the second floor. This would not allow you to live independently and you would always need someone to help you get up those stairs to even get to your living space. We have to imagine this is how it is for a child who is living in a home that is built for adults, everything at adult height, or tools that we use that are for adults. And how is our child supposed to help us if we have nothing for them set up for them to do anything independently? The first thing you need to do is try to set up your space as best as possible to allow your child to feel more comfortable and allow them to access things independently. I go through this in detail in multiple rooms in the house in my course, which you can see the link below. But as a quick synopsis, you don't have to do anything fancy or expensive. There's just a few things that I highly recommend. Number one is to get a toddler tower. They can help you in the kitchen, chop vegetables, wash dishes, etc., whatever they need to get at a higher level. And they can access it independently by climbing in it by themselves. Another thing you want to get is child-sized tools such as a broom, child-sized knives that are specific for children that are safe. This will help them in the kitchen and make them feel more comfortable. And lastly, if you want to also inside their rooms be able to have things at their own height so they can access it. So maybe they have things at their height for them to access their own clothes and put away things in the hamper. The second tip is that we have to be in the right mindset. You need to realize that your child is going to slow you down and that is okay. We are in this such a fast-paced world and we're always rushing to get everything done. But what if I told you that you needed to learn a new skill at your job and your boss was rushing you and not giving you the grace to learn that new skill? Wouldn't you not want to work in that environment and probably leave that company? And the same thing goes for our children. All these things that we do around the house that we do mindlessly, these are all things that they need to learn. And what better place for them to learn it than with you in your own home? And we need to understand that even though it's easy for us, this is a brand new skill for them and it's going to take them some time. Children have a unique desire to want to help. And so we need to feel that desire when they are young and allow them the grace to learn with us. And that is actually such a gift that we get to be the teachers of them. And so we need to remind ourselves this moment is a gift of my child. And right now it's going to slow me down. But as I invest in them right now, it is going to help me out in the long run in the future. And understand also that what they do is not going to be perfect. The dish that they wash is probably going to have some food left over on it. The food that they cut is not going to be perfectly circular the first time. And the egg that they crack is probably going to have a shell inside of it, and that's okay. And that leads me to my next point that we need to step back and say less. We want this experience of them learning a new skill to be positive, so that way they are more encouraged to keep wanting to help us. So again, we don't want to be micromanaging every one of their moves. We want to be able to step back and say less and just kind of observe and help when needed. If they're in danger and going to burn themselves, obviously you need to step in or cut themselves, whatever it is. But if there is no danger present, take a step back and just kind of observe, and you can give gentle nudges when needed. Struggling is a good thing. That's how kids learn and problem solve, and we want our kids to be good problem solvers. And if you see they're getting really, really frustrated and angry about it, you can gently say, if you need any help, you can let me know. And then when they are ready, they will probably say, hey, can you help me with this? And then that is a good invitation for you to then help. So when we create this positive experience, we are creating what I like to call the family as a team mindset. We are all a team and we are all working together to get the job done. And I go over this extensively in my course, which you can see the link below. But just a quick synopsis is the idea that the family works together to get all the chores done in the house. And chores aren't the chores that you would see on like a chore chart where you need to do this to get a piece of candy or a monetary value or a sticker. The chores are just the standard of the home that we all do together in order for the home to run. and it just becomes a natural rhythm of the house. And we want to teach our children this idea of you see a need, you fill a need, and anyone in the family can do that. And then my third and final tip is to invite your child, not demand. We want to invite our children to help us and not demand that they help us. And this will again create a more positive experience, but also will allow them more of an autonomy to the decision of helping. You can invite your child to help you by saying, would you like to help me wash the dishes? After washing the dishes, we can go play together. And if they say no, then you can say, okay, well, I need to finish washing the dishes. When I'm done, I will go play with you. You can play by yourself. Now, this can be a win win for some parents because some parents just want their children to play independently anyway. So, this is great. Instead of telling your child, no, go watch TV, you're just telling them, I need to finish this task. And if you don't want to help me do the task, that's fine. You can go play and then I will come meet up with you. And then you want to keep your word, finish the dishes, and then go help them. But I will bet money that more times than not, your child will accept the invitation and want to help you. If you're interested in learning more, you can click the link below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.